What's up, Rangers? This is Rideshare Ranger Trey. Today I'm going to be giving you a couple of questions that seem to work very, very well for me. They're going to be called icebreaker questions. The reason I call them that is because it helps me build some rapport with my riders, and that actually translates into higher 5-star ratings. Here we go. Alright, Rangers, so there are generic questions that you always want to open up with. These are your courtesy questions. So courtesy questions are for everyone. How are you today? Where are you from? Maybe they're a native of the city that you're in. Maybe they were born in one place and raised in another place. That actually opens up some dialogue, and usually they'll ask you too. So that's pretty cool. Sometimes I like to throw out there, are they Lyft loyal riders, or do they like Uber as well? Do they have other rideshare services that they enjoy? You know, just to see kind of what kind of a rider they are, if they have a preference for any reason. Sometimes they'll tell you whichever one's cheaper. Sometimes they'll say, I never use this one or that one or whatever. But that opens up some dialogue for you too. Now, here's some more specific questions. And if I pick a question, usually I'll do a question of the day, and I ask everybody the same question. That it allows me to open up with them, to build some rapport, but it's funny to get different answers from the same question. You'd be amazed at how funny these answers can be. The first one I always like to ask is, have you ever eaten at blank? You fill in that blank. So I might name a favorite restaurant of mine. It is good for people who are visiting because maybe they don't know where to go or where to eat. And it's good for some of the natives because sometimes you share common interests, and sometimes they've never even heard of the place and they've lived there for 30 years, which is pretty awesome. They will also in turn tell you places to eat if you're ever in their city, or if you're in the city and you've never been there to maybe one of their favorite restaurants, which is pretty neat. The second one is what you currently do your dream job? Which I know, you're like, why would you ask them that? But it gets them thinking about, how far am I off of the actual dream thing that I really thought about doing? You know, when we're kids and the teachers say, you can grow up and be anything you want, you just naturally respond with whatever that thing is that you want. And somewhere along the lines, we forget about that when we start adulting, right? So it gets them thinking. Sometimes they actually make a career move because of their driver, which is awesome. So you build that rapport there. Number 3, what is your craziest breakup story? Now, my questions usually are relative to something actually going on in my life. So it's funny to me because I'll ask people what their craziest breakup story is, and then I'll share some of mine. And we laugh about how many hoops of flame you have to go through to like really get rid of somebody. It's an awesome rapport question. The fourth one, do you have a celebrity crush? Sometimes you encounter celebrities, especially if you're out and about. Oftentimes celebrities are out and about too, so it gets you guys sharing stories about any cool celebrities maybe that you've met. And the last one, I'm going to throw a different one to you guys. What is the craziest thing to do on your bucket list? A lot of people have bucket lists, some people don't, but sometimes their bucket list to-dos will actually inspire you to have some of your own. Good conversation starters, that's all we're doing. You take these general life experiences, you translate them into questions that everybody can relate to in some form or fashion, and then you turn that into a story, a conversation, and rapport with your riders. That's going to jack up your 5-star ratings, no doubt. Hey, if you like the information that I've shared with you today, make sure you click that like link down there, or subscribe, really. Share with other people so that we can get this information out to them as well. And hey, listen, if you've got any topics, you got questions, comments, or opinions, leave those things down below. We will make sure to respond to you as soon as we can. The next video is going to be an awesome one. I hope to see you there. I'll be talking about how you can make $50K a year being a rideshare ranger. Until next time, love ya.